morning. I want to welcome all of you to Reunion Day 2012. Couple of apologies. I have a cold and a sore throat, so I may not come across as clearly as I would like. And also the quality of the video. You might have noticed that some of the transitions were a little rough. This is actually a HD video, but I believe the AV equipment in this hall is not yet, I guess, upgraded to be able to play HD very well. But I think this video link has been circulated to all of you. Do take a look at your leisure. And if you haven't seen the first one, please do so, Alumni Matter, because I think together, Alumni Matter and Alumni Matter 2 are, I think, a good representation of all that alumni have done for the campus. And by the way, the Alumni Association has produced a companion video that highlights how alumni have actually contributed to society. It's called Alumni Care. So if you haven't had a chance to view that video, again, I urge you to do so. At this time, I want to introduce the star of the video that you just saw, Ms. Sona Prabhakaran. She's our narrator, and obviously she did a great job with the video. She's a second-year student in our MA program in humanities. She has also volunteered to act as MC for this event. So I want to welcome Sona to the stage.
A very good morning to all of you present here. Today, we gather to celebrate the reunion of 72, 77, and 1987 batch. Now, have you ever thought of the phrase alma mater? Well, true to its Latin root, alma mater means dear mother. And alma mater plays a very vital role in what we are today. She educates and nurtures us in our formative years. We build relationships that last for a lifetime. We may grow old in age, but to our alma mater, we will always be a child, young and happy as ever. After 25 years, it is precisely this attachment that brings you together now. Today, we have this celebration not just for you to pay homage to this wonderful institution that has shaped your life, but also to meet old friends and reminisce your evergreen memories of campus life. Welcome, everyone. We start with welcome address by our respectful Dean, Professor Nagarajan. I request him to welcome and address the audience.
I'm back again. And welcome again. So how many of you are from the 1987 batch? Can I have a show of hands? Yay. And how many from the 77 batch? And the 72 batch? Anyone here from the 82 batch, even though they refused to organize a reunion? So I've told them it's okay if they don't have a reunion as long as they do the fundraising and give us the money. Anyone here from the 92 batch? They had their reunion actually on Monday. The 97 batch? Yay. I think you guys had your reunion on Sunday. So thanks for staying over. And we have some people here from our very first batch. Can you stand up and be recognized? And how many have come all the way from, yes? Huh? You guys? 64. So in 64, so in 2 years they'll be having the first golden reunion. So that's something to look forward to. And how many have come all the way from overseas for this event? Okay. And from India, but from outside Chennai? Great. So I think we have a wonderful audience here. A lot of non-locals. It's always good to see that. Again, I want to welcome all of you. This is also the first time that IIT Madras has had a dean at the helm of international and alumni relations. This post was created 2 months ago, and I am the first dean of international and alumni relations. To me, it's a clear signal that the Institute is placing ever-increasing value on both fronts, international relations as well as alumni relations, and also an acknowledgement that the two are very, very intimately interlinked. I mean, you really cannot separate the two. I just want to give a brief introduction to our office and what we do. So this, as I mentioned, was created in October. Our vision is, as stated, to enhance the global stature and impact of IIT Madras by leveraging alumni and international relations. You know that there are these global rankings, and however flawed they may be, they are a quantitative measure of how we are doing as an institute. In the latest QS World University Rankings, if you just look at S&T, Science and Technology Institutions, IIT Madras stood, any idea where? Any numbers? 69 is exactly where we are. But we don't think that's a fair measure of our quality. I think there are a lot of things that go into this ranking which we can improve upon simply by making a greater effort on two fronts. One is our internationalization, the extent of international collaboration, and with our research quality. And again, the two are very closely linked to each other. And our office has made it our mission to enhance IIT Madras's research profile and thereby our world ranking. And this is an aspect in which we need a lot of help from alumni, as we will discuss. So our mission is to develop strong and sustainable international partnerships with research labs, academic institutions, industry, enterprises, and so on. And as I also mentioned in the video, we really want to leverage our alumni. You guys are our key resources. You are already there. I mean, you are in all the major academic institutions worldwide. You are, heading major industries. You are established yourself as, entrepreneurs of note. So I think for IIT Madras, as probably for all other IITs, you are a very, very key resource in making our objectives happen as quickly and as effectively as possible. Next. Alumni relations. We are doing quite well. We have close to 40,000 alumni, and due to the combined efforts of our office, the IIT Madras Alumni Association, IIT Madras Alumni Association of North America, we have been able to get about 50% of our alumni into our database, and we feel reasonably confident that we can communicate with them. How many of you are registered and getting emails from our offices? Good percentage. So if any of you are not, today is an opportunity to register yourself and start receiving regular communications. By the way, the recent batches, we are able to capture 100%. We registered each and every one before they leave, and we have also now planned to start giving them permanent email IDs simply by converting their student IDs to an alumnus ID when they leave. So far, the practice has been the student ID will essentially expire when the student graduates. We have now convinced the administration to let the IDs stay, and in fact, the same student IDs can continue to be used for the rest of the students' lives. So I think for the future, I think we are doing quite well. There is still a legacy issue, and also PG alumni. How many of you are PGs? And that's exactly the problem that we have, right? I think we don't do a very good job of connecting with our PG alumni. Of course, it's on both sides. I think our undergraduate alumni certainly feel a stronger emotional bond with the institute, but the postgraduate alumni also feel quite a strong bond, but perhaps more towards their labs, towards their technical areas, and we are still searching for ways to tap into that and get our PG alumni population as active as our UGs in terms of engaging with the institute and with each other. So communications are happening along multiple pathways. We have our websites. There's a monthly newsletter that's being published by the Alumni Association, to which we also contribute. Emails as needed. LinkedIn, we have a very strong presence. We are on Facebook, we Twitter, and we now are developing a mobile app. This was actually something that was worked on by some management studies department PhD scholars during the summer in an internship that was actually funded by Chris Gopalakrishnan. And they have come up with some excellent ideas for essentially making this a completely mobile app. One of the things we are working on is a GPS-based application where, anytime you travel to a new place, you can quickly identify all the alumni who are living in that area and their contact information, so that you never have to be a stranger in a strange city anymore. As soon as you land up somewhere, you can quickly find out who are your fellow alumni living in that area and start catching up with them. Next. Alumni events. We have so many events now on campus. There's absolutely no excuse for not coming to the campus frequently. We give you many, many opportunities to do so. Institute Day is in April. We present our Distinguished Alumnus Awards on that day. And by the way, we have a few DAs here. Can I ask all of them to stand up and be recognized, our distinguished alumni? And also, many of the prizes that are given to students on Institute Day and Convocation Day are now alumni funded. Virtually 100% of Convocation Day prizes are now alumni sponsored, and close to 80 to 85% of Institute Day prizes are alumni sponsored. The day after Institute Day, we are now celebrating as PG Confluence Day. It's one of our efforts to try to draw the PG alumni into the alumni fold. Convocation in July, again, many alumni-sponsored prizes for the students. The day after Convocation, we celebrate as Alumni Day. It's a way of welcoming the new graduates into the alumni fold. And the Alumni Association in the past has had their AGM on that day also. Reunion Day, you're here right now. So this is the day in December where there is a confluence of reunions, but it's basically the date is set by the Silver Union. They are the big elephant that gets to set the date wherever they want, and we try to adjust all the other reunion dates around that. So December 28th to this year is Reunion Day. Next year it may be a different date. Something we started this year, 2 activities. Sports Day, it's something that students have organized all by themselves. It's kind of a day where we invite alumni to come and take part in sports activities with and against the students. And we got excellent participation this time. We had many alumni flying in from, again, other cities to participate in this. And also, we have started celebrating something called International Day from this year. On November 4th, we had our first International Day. We have close to 80 to 100 foreign students on campus and about 5 to 10 foreign faculty. And we really, they were very enthusiastic about showcasing their various cultures. It was a very successful event, and I'm sure it'll really pick up steam in future as well. We also have a series of lectures called Leadership Lecture Series Alumni Speak. Over this year, we have had close to 30 of these lectures, and they have been extremely well attended. The students are very, very enthusiastic about these lectures, and they really get to learn a lot by coming to these lectures and also by interacting with the alumnus before and after the talk. And I certainly encourage any of you who is interested in talking to the students and the faculty, and also in interacting with students and faculty in smaller groups, to contact us. We'll be happy to arrange a date for you to come and talk to our students. And by the way, these lectures are videotaped, and they are available on our website, alumni.iitm.ac.in. So if you haven't done so yet, I do invite you to take a look. Next. Off-campus events, we try to get our director to go out and meet with alumni in various cities as frequently as possible, given all the other pressures on his time. So in 2012, we had chapter meetings in Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Mumbai. We're going to have one in Delhi, actually in January of 2013. And these are co-organized with the Alumni Association. The director also makes visits outside India, Singapore, US. US visits are, again, co-organized with IIT Mana. And the one thing that we did differently this time in our US visit is, in addition to the usual chapter meetings and the donor meetings, we also did some very segmented workshop type of meetings with alumni in academia, in industry, and alumni entrepreneurs, again, to try and promote the Institute's agenda along these lines. And these were very, very successful in terms of being able to capture alumni interests in very specific areas. And that's where the synergy with international relations comes in. Of course, the Pan-IIT alumni meets are a great occasion for us to kind of get together. There's always a breakout session, campus-wise breakout session. So we had in October in New York City in 2011.